Oh my god, we are so back right now. We are so back. We're so back. Oh my god, and white pieces to start. It's almost too good to be true, I'll be honest. It's almost too good to be true. Okay, French defense. Okay, I've been looking at this knight d2 idea. I've been looking at knight d2, which I believe is known as the Tarrasch variation. I believe. Okay, this is what I've been looking at. Okay, so they just take. So I believe we're meant to recapture. F5 would just be mental. Okay, the Rubinstein. Presumably we can just drop back. Taking I don't really think does much for us. Queen would come out. Maybe I can pin you actually. Then if you take, boom. But presumably like bishop g5 is just met with bishop e7. I think I'll just drop back. I think we'll just drop back. That's the play. That's the play to save the day. Bom 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 bom. Okay, bishop b6. Let's develop. Yeah, this Tarrasch variation is not something I've ever played properly, so you guys are gonna have to work with me here. I saw it in a Daniel Naroditsky video maybe a couple days ago, and I've been looking at it when playing against the French. But typically people don't exchange, they just advance, right? So that was kind of new to me. Fortunately, we don't have this. Let's just play rook e1. c3 looks pretty natural. Also like bishop e3. I quite like bishop e3, I think. Let's go here. Let's go here. I gotta keep on sipping tea, man. I wonder if we can play queen d2 and just set up like some sort of a sacrifice, right? Quite like this. But then, you know, the knight jumping in is a bit annoying. Maybe a3 before we play queen d2? Don't necessarily hate a3. Just to sort of stop the knight advancing any further. Because I do want to play queen d2 and set up some sort of shenanigans, you know? But I don't know if it works. What's up, Buns Glazing? What a name, by the way. What a name. Yeah, queen d2 now. You jump in here, though. And then maybe I have takes, takes, and then takes, takes, takes. And it'd be a knight coming in. It just doesn't really feel like it's going to work, you know what I'm saying? It just doesn't really feel like it's going to work. But we'll play queen d2 anyway. That feels logical. But maybe we should start expanding pawns instead. Okay, the knight jumps this way. I thought the knight was going to jump this way to potentially guard this. But now the knight's come to d5, do we actually just have takes, takes, and takes? Obviously, threatening mate on h7. The knight does guard though, so potentially we could play knight g5 and then look to give a check with the bishop. I kind of like this. I kind of like this. We're going to go for it. We are going to go for it. Why not? Presumably. Well, I guess they might not recapture, right? They might not even recapture. Huh. Okay, they just simply develop the knight to g4. Wonder if we can just drop back, hit the queen. Obviously, if I just played like h3, it just takes, and the bishop probably has to move. This would be an interesting idea if the queen didn't guard this square. So I think probably dropping back makes sense. Obviously, we can't drop back to f4. I'll tell you what, we're going to drop back here. If you push here, then we'll come all the way back. Or maybe even just drop back to h4. I don't really know. I don't really know. We'll see, though. We'll see. Oh. Okay, they do play f6. Mother trucker. It just feels like such a weakening move, right? h4, I feel like we're just losing the bishop. But maybe like we could sack... Again, no we can't because the queen's on this diagonal. Okay, let's just come all the way... Oh, God. Don't want to. What about just h3? You take, I take. Nope, don't like it. We'll play here. We'll play here. Why not? Presumably they're going to take. I don't know, though. I don't know. Oh, dear. Okay, now, like, both sides just have, like, the weakest position in the world. Let's take. Is the queen going to step up? Yeah. It's annoying, man. It's such a big target. It's such a big target. I kind of like e4, the knight moves, then e5, but, like, where is this knight going? Okay, so the knight will go back here, then e5. Yeah, let's go e4, e5. Maybe there's something in this. It just feels like the only way to defend this double-stacked, horrible-looking pawn. But I don't know. He's back. What's up, D-Square? How's it going, brother? Hope you're well, my man. Yeah, I kind of like taking, because then, obviously, we guard this square. The queen can presumably jump in. Why not? But then taking with the rook also looks quite... No, I'll take with the knight, just because I love having control of f7. Then maybe we can look to, you know, come up here somehow. Ideally, they'd push this pawn or something, right? That'd be quite funny. Okay, block the queen. I don't really want to block with the queen, though. Huh. Block with the queen. Queen comes off the board. We just go into an equal endgame. I just don't like that. I want to keep the queens on the board. If I come over here, I don't really think we're in any immediate danger, but maybe the queen just drops back, and there's so much pressure here. If the queen just drops back, I'd then just have this, right? Because if you took my knight, discovered check, win the queen. Yeah, I think we go here. Don't think you can go on this diagonal. Could be wrong, though, gang. Could be wrong. How are you, Mr. Max? Hope you're feeling better. Yeah, I feel a lot better. Thank you, D-Square. Still not 100%, but we're getting there slowly but surely. And I thought I got to fire the stream up. It's been so long. It's been so long. I feel bad, you know. But yeah, this is a wildly complicated game. Not what I was hoping for game number one. I'm kind of hoping they drop back, right, and then... Oh no, I wouldn't have this because then I hang my queen. What am I talking about? What am I talking about? I think I've lost my mind. That would not be ideal. I have this. Nope. Here does defend this. It's a horrible position, isn't it? It's absolutely horrible position. I'd love to just take, but it's just not an option. I like queen g5. Let's go here. God damn. Queen g5. Just wondering if we have, like, I don't know, some knight g6 ideas. You know, like threatening this check. I don't know. Okay, no. This is terrifying. Here. Bishop takes, rook takes. Then you have this check, though. Oh, so this wouldn't work anyway. This might be the only move. And when you take here, rook g1, you take a lift. I mean, it's just horrible, isn't it? It's just horrible. I'm going to defend. We'll go on the defensive. Yeah, I haven't streamed in ages either, man. Uni killing us slowly. Yeah, man, it's rough. It is rough. But we will be back. We will be back stronger than ever. Yeah, let's defend this pawn. I'm kind of hoping to hit 2k subs this month. Before the end of March, I want to hit 2,000 subs, but, you know, I'm not really sure how feasible that is. What, we got like 17 days left or something? It's doable. It's doable. I think my opponent should just take on g3 with the knight. That would be my play. Right, just go up a pawn. Fortunately, they can't just lift the king and swing a rook, right? That'd be so scary. Hopefully they just hang the queen or something. Just hang your queen, man. Give me the queen. It's not a good game to start with, though. A lift? God, can you imagine there was this? God, that'd be nuts. That'd be nuts. Okay. What have we got? Such a horrible position. Can't even take this knight, right? Because if I take the knight, the rook will just recapture. That's just terrifying. Maybe I slide over. Then have ideas of jumping this in. Then I guess you can always escape this way. What about knight back? Threatening some checks like this. Let's go knight back. Just because now maybe we're threatening takes, rook takes, knight check. Obviously you can't take because of the pin, so we'd win the rook. I don't know, we're hitting the queen, threatening takes, and then this beautiful fork. Oh, but I just completely missed this. I just completely missed this. Drop back. This is horrible. This is horrible. Maybe we can win the queen. I mean, I feel like we need some serious good fortune here. Get back 1700 elo, that is the plan. That is the plan, sir. Hopefully. We got up to like 1790 and then got ill and decided playing chess was a good idea still. Not a good idea. It was actually quite a horrible idea. Okay, so queens will have to come off the board, unfortunately. And now I anticipate we are completely losing. Completely losing. You would have to assume. Ah, it's horrible. It is absolutely horrible. Let's play here. But yeah, they're just going to activate the other rook. And, you know, my pieces are like suffocating back here. They're suffocating back here. Whoa! Howdy, partner. Oh my god, are you just like threatening some... Oh, damn it. Yeah, this game's over. This game's over. This one might be over. Yeah. Is this like my last resort? Play it. I mean, this king is going to step up off the 8th rank, and they're just going to swing a rook to h8. You know? But if the light square bishop comes off the board, and this pawn would no longer be pinned, and I can, you know, maybe create an escape, maybe I'll be okay, I don't know. Maybe I'll be okay. We'll see. We shall see. I'm not feeling too optimistic, though, I'll be honest. I'm not feeling too optimistic. Okay. We do trade. We do trade. Nothing in that. The knight is also hit, so, you know, maybe it's not all bad. It's not all bad. Like, I can hit the rook while attacking the pawn. Like, maybe we're hanging on, but we're also quite low on time, so I need to sort that out. I reached 1800 while you were out, brother. Missed your streams. God damn. Oh, we've blundered. Yeah, resign. Jesus Christ. Horrible game. Reached 1800. That's class, man. That's awesome. Yeah, we completely just blundered. I do want to go back to the opening, though. Just because I've been working on my Tarrasch variation in the French. Takes. Oh, I actually should have taken here. Best move is G takes. I guess bishop d3. Don't know. Okay, well that's good to know. We're meant to take there. Okay, let's play another. Let us play another. Also broken my chair somehow, which is quite catastrophic. Oh, an Italian. Let's go a Yocco Piano. Huh. No C3, D3. Let's just develop. Go here. And swing our knight on round to G6. This I like. Gulp. Yeah, I think it's looking like a long castle, this game, guys. I think it's maybe looking like a long castle, you know. But I'm not opposed to this at all, you know. The open G file does look very nice. You know, it does look very, very nice. We can maybe even like push this at some point. Opening this up. This pawn's very much so pinned. I don't know, it's not all bad, is it? It's not all bad. Where does this bishop want to go, though? Maybe rook g8 first. Or this. Queen e7 first, maybe. And if here, I just trade it off. But then I feel like I'm stuck. Here. Just bishop e6, and if takes, then takes. Now I think I'll play queen e7. And if you jump in, I will have to trade. We will have to trade. Not a problem, though. Not a problem. Here. A lot of pressure mounting here. Here. What if here and knight here? I'd probably have to take, right? We can go for this. If bishop takes, I'll recapture. Oh no, I can't recapture the pawn. What am I talking about? Jesus, f-pawn's pinned. Yeah, we definitely want to be long castling, though. And yeah, if we can just slab a rook on g8, I feel like we're then very happy. But a knight getting in here is, you know, quite annoying. A lot of pressure here. I feel like if you take, maybe you're just pinning yourself. Then maybe I have rook g8 if you take the queen. Such a pointless trap. What is the idea here? Hitting the queen, so queen has to move. If I drop down, I get hit again, probably. So maybe I stay here. I also like keeping a little bit of presence here, so when I come to attack the knight, you can't just defend, right? But maybe you play like h3 or... Well, yeah, you can't play f3. But yeah, I want to keep the queen on the light squares, I think. Like, guard this diagonal from their queen to defend. Obviously, the pawns guard this square here. I can come up and in, maybe, and then double stack. Kind of like this, So unfortunately, we're not just threatening just to take, right? But I definitely think we have this. I don't know. Definitely think we have this. Rook g5. God damn it, man. Rook g5. Queen up or queen up? I mean, queen's going somewhere, right? Yeah, queen's going somewhere. Let's hit some tempi. Need this knight to move. If this knight ever moves, and we can take the queen for free. So let's play rook g8, because they're not actually threatening to take, so then they lose the queen. If you push here... Oh, it's so tricky to break through. So tricky to break through. Hopefully they just think they can take this pawn. That would be phenomenal. Oh my god, the queen's pinned. Oh my god, I missed that completely. Oh, I missed that completely. What a nice find. 97 is stunning. Look who's back again. What's up, Sneak? How you doing, my man? How's it going, brother? Oh, 97 is beautiful. See, I just can't take, and I can't take because of the pin. Oh. But if they just go tunnel vision and... Yeah, okay, well, that was my last sort of hope. Was that they'd just take the rook, right, and then I could just take the queen. Well, we're down in exchange. My bishop's going to be useless after, like, rook d1 and d4 or something. I don't know. How you doing, Max? I'm all good, thank you, brother. How you doing? I think my long form video today, Sneak, I think, was the game you sent me. I think that goes out today. Is it already out? It should be out. Let me check. Yeah, man, the video that went live today was the game you sent me. Don't know if you remember the one where your rook was sacrificed for years. It's that game. This game is over, by the way. This game is over. And try and create some imbalance somehow, some way, but you know, I'm not seeing it. I'm not seeing it. I'm gonna throw my pawns at them, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Let's drop back. What way do I want to go? I think I want to stick on this diagonal, but I don't know. I've sort of written this game off. Sort of written it off. Oh, goddamn. Let's go back. I'm well, only got 5 minutes for my next work meeting. Glad to see you back. I appreciate that, my man. I appreciate that a lot. I'm gonna take. They do take. But yeah, my plan is get back in my little wormhole and then push again. Don't like this position at all. Being down this exchange is actually like tough. This is very tough. Obviously, we can't take that. Yeah, stick to the plan. Stick to the plan. Getting like 50 rating in 2 weeks you were gone. Jesus Christ, brother. That's what I'm talking about. That's wildly annoying. I'm gonna have to push. Oh, rook takes the open d file. I mean, is that too much to ask for? Is this too much? Oh, you can pin me though. You can just slide a rook back over. That's funny. No, I like my king guarding d7, so to move my king would be very annoying. Let's go here and like here or something. Ah, but rook's coming in. Rook is coming in. Here. Don't have this because of this. Oh, damn it. I mean, I think we can just resign, to be honest with you guys. But, you know, what fun would that be? Let's make them beat me. Let's make them beat me. You know, it's first stream in like 2 weeks after I had some crippling tonsillitis. You know, I'm not here to just give people a free win. You're gonna have to beat me, sir. You is gonna have to beat me. I mean, there's just no way they do that, right? If I come over, you're just gonna swing here, right? Which is annoying. What if I push? Oh, I can't push because now takes, but then takes. And then take. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Here we go. Presumably takes, or if takes and takes, we're fine. We're not fine, but okay, let's go for takes. If you just come down, though, I'm probably in a lot of trouble. I'm probably in quite a lot of trouble. Probably in quite a lot of trouble. Oh, wow, they double stack this way. That's interesting. Okay, I'll play bishop d6. I appreciate taken, actually. Appreciate just taken. Trying to keep this pawn solid. Just drop back. Can't say I'm the biggest fan of this position, you know. At least everything's pretty well defended, but if you just start pushing this pawn, I have no answer to that. Yeah, I have no answer. Like if I swing over, yeah, like I actually have no answer to this. Maybe c5? c5 is so passive, man. c5 is horrible. c5's horrible. Yeah, I mean, I'd just lose on the spot, actually. I can't stop that. Yeah, I think we just resign. We just can't stop that. What's the eval bar want? Rook e8, wow. I mean, we just couldn't stop that. Hey Max, glad you're back. Just wondering, how do you stream on YouTube Shorts? I appreciate that, my man. You just got to set like the aspect ratio to 1920x 1080. I went to play a Smith Mora. What am I doing? I went to play a Smith Mora. That's annoying. Let's go here. God, they don't even take. Sort of just like transposed into an alapin now. That's okay. Yeah, if you just change the aspect ratio, YouTube would do it for you automatically. D5. I know I meant to play D5 at some stage. Let's do it now. Let's do it now. Why not? IQP. Annoying. Just develop. I can't imagine they're going to take. And then Bishop E2. This looks fine. Again, I don't think they'd take. Should I just castle? H3. What's the threat here? I don't see a threat there. If I go here, you can just go back and block. So I think I want to castle and play rook E1, get my rook staring at their king. I don't know though. I don't really know, people. I don't really know. But I kind of like the idea of that. Rook E1, stare down their king. Okay, they actually just take. No shot, right? No shot. There's no way they do this. My development looks a lot better. King safety, obviously, much better. But that won't last for long. Like, Bishop E7, Knight F6 probably coming, then castle really quick. Rook E1, here. Here. If you castle, get takes, rook takes. I'm anticipating this. Here. Maybe then you take. I'd then take. Yeah, I like Bishop F4 a lot. Let's go for it. Maybe you take here. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Beautiful. We don't really have much pressure going down anywhere though, you know? It's not a whole lot happening right now. If only we had Queen G4. Then like threaten like Bishop H6. Rook C1 feels very natural, right? It feels very, very natural. As does Knight E4 though. As does Knight E4. I'll tell you what, I'll play Rook C1. Let's just bring the other rook into the game. Got rooks on both the open files. I imagine Rook E8 is coming. Pause. Then here, here, here. Probably have some discovered attacks that are pretty mental. I don't think we need to rush into any trades. Maybe I just play here. Takes. Yeah, I kind of like Queen E3 to target this weakness, but I don't know how weak it really is. Yeah, there's no forks here because our knight defends. And yeah, just target A7. That's my plan anyway. Go after the weak pawn. Go after the weak pawn. Okay, queen defends. That makes so much sense going after this. A lot. Can I just like slide over and maybe even threaten bishop back? I don't know. If only we could trade this rook off, then maybe we'd have something like this. Right? Maybe here. If you then take... I need this bishop to disappear. That's what I need. I need this bishop to disappear. I'm trying to set up some sort of a back rank mate, but I just don't see anything. So maybe I should just defend the pawn. You know, like we need to hang on to this IQP. Have you got Gotham's book yet? I had his first book. I forgot what it's called, like Beginner Plays Chess or something. But I gave it to someone that I work with, because they were getting into chess and well, they wanted it, so thought it made sense that they have it. If I push, knight is so weak. If I drop back, you take. There's nothing in that. If I just lift this, that feels reasonable. Potentially also looking at double stacking. I kind of like rook e2 to defend. Kind of like that. There's no... Oh my god, my fuck. Chat, we're so cooked. We're so cooked. What have I done? Oh, what have I done, man? Oh, what have I done? Just hung a bishop. I've actually just hung a full bishop. Actually just hung a full bishop. No, it's okay. It's okay. Oh my god, how's that happened? That is so bad. That was so bad. Well, let us now get aggressive. We must now get aggressive. Oh, that is absolutely heartbreaking, actually. Let's go d6 so you can't push, and then I can develop. Oh, I actually can't believe that. I got to lock back in, man. I got to lock back in. That is horrid. That is horrid. Okay, should we be playing e6 here or rook e8? I like both. I do like both. I think I really like e6. The idea of d5 and d4. So I'm gonna play e6. Oh, play e6. Here, here, here. Boom. Just winning a piece, right? Just winning a piece. God damn. It's a good way to bounce back, but that last game was so depressing. Last game was so depressing. Okay, they hit my rook. Huh. I actually think it's probably best to just take and allow them to take my rook. Because I think two pieces is obviously better than one. Right? Could get the queens off the board, but I don't know how good that would be for us. Don't know how good that would be for us. Get the queens off the board. Bishop e6. Hitting this weakness, you probably push. And I could take. Right? Let's get the queens off the board and play bishop e6. Maybe you just play knight d2 instead to defend. Push. Takes. Push. I can take. I'm not getting trapped. Whoa. If I take, there's a fork. So, drop back somewhere. Step forwards. This is horrible. This is absolutely horrible. Just bishop g7. If I take here, maybe that's okay. No, I'm going to play bishop g7. We got a very strong bishop pair, right? That's sort of our trade-off. We have a bishop pair for a rook. That's the trade-off. I do need to be careful here, though, because if I just play rook d8, they could take my knight. We check, bishop takes. And I guess our rook is defended, but I don't know if I want that much material coming off the board, you know? Just don't know how much that benefits me, but I don't really see another move. Is it best to take with the knight or the bishop? Probably the bishop. We'll go for this. Go for this. Why not? We'll go for this. Need to win a game though, man. I gotta win a game. It's been a horrifying stream thus far in terms of wins. I light a candle. That always helps. Especially when you're ill, there's nothing better than a candle being lit. Boom. Boom. Candle has been lit. We're about to lock in so hard, it's going to be generational. Now we can win a pawn back, no? We can win a pawn back. Probably rook takes, bishop takes. Yeah, let's take with a knight, and then take with a rook, I think. Feels quite forcing. Feels quite forcing. I don't know, though. I don't know if this is even okay for black. It's going to be tricky, man. I'm not that good. You know, like, I'm sure at a super GM level, like, black is doing much better here, but just because there's 3 pieces, right? But that's 3 pieces I got to defend, I got to stay on top of, and I'm just not that guy, pal. You know, I'm just not that guy, pal. Don't really know what to play. I'm going to sneeze as well. Bless me. Lock the hell in. Here to target this, and there's rook over. So here, rook over, I give a check, you step towards me. I can then come back, which attacks the rook and defends my bishop. But is that not just a load of pointless moves? Maybe, but it's quite fun. It's quite fun. So let's do it, right? Let's just do it. Okay, that was terrifying. We can block. Oh, but now you come this way. Huh. That's pretty gangster. Whoa, I come back. Because then I hit your rook. And attack the pawn if you go up here. No, we'll hit the rook. Presumably rook e3, right, to defend the pawn. And then do I have that bishop h6? I don't know if it really does much for us, that. You know, I don't know how much that does for us. Ah, but if rook here, do I then have bishop c5, threatening a check? Takes. That'd be a winning endgame for me, no? I guess material would be equal, but they have doubled f pawns. Huh. Okay. So let's actually calculate this. Rook e3, bishop here. If you go here, I still have this. Oh, no, I wouldn't have that. What am I talking about? The pawn could take. Oh, no, but then I'd take this rook anyway. Whoa, what the hell? Now I do just take this pawn, no? Rook d3 I don't think is a problem. Let's just take. Okay, they're getting active. Maybe looking to come and attack my bishop, but we do guard. We do guard. Can I step up? Break the pin, attack this pawn. I kind of like that. Break the pin on the rook, attack the pawn. Maybe we can win this game. Maybe. I am not filled with that much enthusiasm, but I have high hopes. I've got high hopes, people. I've got high hopes. Okay. Now if I come back. Yeah, presumably I come back. We hit the rook. If the rook moves somewhere we can attack it, like just slides over, then I can come here, defended by my bishop, attacking the rook, opening up this attack. But then I guess you can just keep your rook on this 3rd rank. It's going to be so tricky to break through eventually. I'm hoping, like, at some point, they're just going to, like, hang something insane, you know? Just something nuts. What about here and here? What about here? You've taken this square away. So you can't jump to either of these. But you would have this. So maybe bishop here. Yeah, let's try and activate every piece. There's nothing here. You can't go here. So you can't attack my bishop from what I'm seeing. Maybe you can. And I'm just blind as anything. But from, you know, my limited understanding of this position, we may be okay. But I don't know. I'm quite scared. I'm quite scared. But I want to play h5, attack the knight. Man, you give this position to any good player and they win it with black, like on demand every time. I am not that guy, pal. You know, I'm not that guy, pal. Whoa. Okay. I feel like I need to take space. Let's take this square away from the knight. I also want to just play quicker, you know? How can I attack this? Here and here? Here and here doesn't work? Don't like that they can have this, but I want to keep the bishop pair. Let's drop back, because I can't give this up. It just feels like I'm asking for trouble, like eventually maybe the rook gets in and attacks f7. I just can't give him g5, I don't think. Takes. I was really kind of hoping to hang on to the bishop pair for dear life. You know, like I thought this was my pride and joy. I don't really see how I can preserve it any longer. Maybe I just drop all the way back. Takes. There's no tactics, is there? I can win a pawn. If I could win a pawn, I'd go for it, but I'm not seeing it. Like, if I had, like, this, check, winning the rook, I just don't. Maybe if I come here. Like, ideally, you slide over. Then I take, king takes. Then I give this fork. But, like, you probably won't slide into this trap, you know? You probably won't slide into this trap. But maybe, because your rook is hit, right? Like, the rook is hit. Huh. Problem. Hit the rook again, defend the bishop simultaneously. This is defended, this is defended, this is defended. Bishop's weak, but you can't attack it. Rook is hit, so rook must move. If you come here, there's a fork. If you go over here, there's a fork. If you go here, there's a discovered attack. If you go here, I take. So it's like you're really quite limited in the squares in which you can move to, I feel like. Obviously, this is not one of them. Yeah, I think you can only go to d3. Now do I have this? Holy moly. Holy moly. And now I don't see how you defend this pawn. If you go here, I have a fork. If you go here, I have a discovered attack. Don't know if that's a winning endgame for me or not. I'd assume it is. Man, there's just so many pieces. There's just so many pieces on the board. If you go here, I will absolutely not hesitate to play this. I don't think. Here, 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 here. Looks great. But then am I missing something? Then I can't take. Okay, I think this is still okay, though. Pawn takes, pawn takes, pawn takes might be the better line. If rook takes, then the a3 pawn hangs at the end. So I think pawn takes knight is a bit better first. Just because then I have to take the rook with the bishop, luring my dark square bishop away from a3. Yeah, so I think pawn takes is better. But you might be lured into rook takes. We go for this. And then I think the bishop is better than the knight in that endgame. Light square bishop still looks good, though. Still looks good. Still looks good. But yeah, I'm just sacking the exchange and trying to get down to an endgame. Yes, they do take with the pawn. Nice. But now they do have double pawns, right? Which is very uncomfortable. I'm going to come out here. And yeah, maybe swing here. I also need to get the king more active. Kick this knight away. I don't know. I'm scared, guys. I'm scared. Don't like it. I think this is a better endgame than what we just had. I feel the need to come over here. Just to further defend this, because at the moment they could push takes, knight takes, hitting my a7 pawn. I don't like that at all. Let's go here. Kick the knight somewhere. A lot of squares are blocked, though, that you would probably like to go to. Unfortunately, we don't have this. Right, just hitting the knight. Can I start just bringing the king? I get hit with a check, though. Let's go here. Don't know. Don't know. Okay, knight jumps in. Probably go this way. I need to attack, right? I seriously got to attack. I'm going to play here and maybe push. If you take, I could take the knight. I'm just getting low on time as well. Okay, I've hung a pawn. Hung a pawn. We've hung a pawn. It's not a false alarm. Oh my god, is the A pawn promoting? No, we are inside the square. Okay. Here there's this. So I might just push first. Knight b6 is such an annoying move because it allows the pawn to push and it cuts off d5. That would be so frustrating. Okay, now I go here because now there's not this. Man, I got 1 minute 33 and I suck at endgames as it is. Should be able to win the pawn back though. If I take the bishop, I think I take the king, leave the b pawn to deal with that pawn. And then I run my king over here because they're going to... Yeah, let's go up, here, push. Everything's guarded. Do we have him in Zugzwang? No. No, we do not. I think we just mirror them. Yeah, I think we just have a draw on our hands. I think we just have a draw. Yeah, good against my opponent. Annoying. Annoying. Was that just a completely drawn endgame? Let's say here I go here. And they come over again. Do I run this way now? Am I quicker? Yeah, I must be quicker, right? They push. Yeah, they promote on a light square, so I feel like if I went here, it's still just completely winning. I'm just much quicker still. Like, it doesn't even matter that they're going to promote. Because I promote with check as well. I didn't even see that. Wow. God damn. How long have you been playing chess for? I don't know, like 2022 probably? Oh, D square with the 2 months. Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. Top fan for 2 months. That's what we love to hear. Absolute legend of the Max Chess community. Give me a Scotch, baby. Please a Philidor. That's okay. D square. Absolute legend. Okay, bishop g4. I think we go takes. 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 Bishop comes out, knight comes out to block the the very serious mating threat, right? So yeah, knight f6. Oh, queen f6. Didn't even realize that was a move. Not just Queen b3 now, right? So setting up this battery, setting up this attack. Yeah, I like queen b3. Obviously, I wouldn't make that trade just because that doesn't look good for me. Here. I feel like... Wait, what? Guess you have this. Yeah, I guess you have c6. But like here, even if the knight blocks, I can just play like queen b5, right? But here, I realise now the pawn can block. But I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I just jump the knight forward. How can I not play here? It's just the pawn pushing is so annoying. Let's just develop then, right? Let's just develop. And then look to jump in, maybe hit them with this fork. Yeah, they do push this pawn. Okay, let's play bishop here. And I wonder if I'd have like this. Oh, that looks so fun. But you could block. Which is very annoying. A long castle. And it's also really annoying. Yeah, that's so annoying. Okay, we might have to trade in all honesty. Which does really weaken f2, so maybe we've got to push the pawn after the trades. Though I don't actually think you could take this. I don't think you could take, because if you did take, let's say I play rook e1, you take the hanging pawn, I go back to rook f1, we have some serious pressure over here. I'm not sure how you defend that. So I'm going to play rook e1, sort of encouraging them to take. Just because then rook f1, okay, they don't even take. Just yapping for no reason. Okay, let's play f3. Maybe our plan is to expand, but I don't know. Is this Dembele the footballer? Oh, come on, brother, not this again. not this one again. I can't be dealing with that. I can't be dealing with that. Oh, chat, apparently I've reached 800 uploads on YouTube. I just got an email from vidIQ. 800 uploads, that's nuts. That's actually just mental. How is this possible? Ooh, okay. I really want to double stack on the D file. I also really want to move my knight. I really want to move my knight. I think my knight needs to reroute anyway, and it opens up this square for my queen. So let's play knight to e2. Opening this up to maybe come attack. Yeah, let's now play queen e3, threatening the knight. And like, they can't actually really move the knight anywhere, right? The knight might be trapped. The knight is actually trapped. Okay, but they have this square. But I think now we can start expanding our pawns, right? I think now we can start expanding the pawns. And I think I play h4 right away, because if they take, the rook comes over. Yeah, I think I have h4 right now. Because if queen takes, I swing a rook over. And it's like, how do you defend this knight? If you play here, I just take. Yeah, I think we have h4 right away. Queen takes, rook h1, so we temporarily sacrifice a pawn to win the knight. Or best case, win the queen if they just crash out. But, you know, they probably won't take this. I'll go here, the knight would just drop back. Or maybe I'll just go here, actually, just to try and open things up, but I don't know. We'll cross that bridge when we get there. Maybe I'll even just play f4. No, I don't think we... I kind of like g5, then f4. Maybe. Looking to take back with the knight if they trade that off. So they might be calculating this now, realising it doesn't work. Okay, they offer me a rook trade, so this feels very natural. Kick them back. I don't think they'll trade rooks with me right away. No, drop back, and then... Yeah, plan was to play f4. But the more I'm looking at, the more I'm realising if f4 takes. Opens up the queen and the knight to just absolutely destroy me. So what about rook takes, then f4, because if takes, no, because you still have knight takes. What if queen takes? I'm then in, right? It's done, but you don't actually have to play that. So maybe knight over here. Oh, I love this move. I love knight g3. I love knight g3. We're threatening h5. We then keep this pawn defended when we play f4. I love knight g3. I don't want to trade rooks on their terms. Like, if anyone's going to have the open d file, it's going to be me. Hello there. If they now come over, I think I have to take. Queen takes. f4. Takes. We've got immense pressure here. We're threatening h5, not h4. I think we're in a great spot now. But we'll see. I like my position a lot. Yeah, okay, I think we have to trade rooks. So, you know, we will oblige. And then I love h5, man, but can't take, so I'd take. Should I be playing f4 first? Like, there's no threat of any of this, right? f4, you take, I take. I'm playing f4. Because now, with the knight on g3, e4 is super solid this time round, right? Last time it was not so solid. Just realised D Square put in chat, got to lock in on 3 assignments all due tomorrow. That's crazy. That's good luck, sir. I hope that goes well for you. That is mental, though. Yeah, I'm kind of hoping they would have just taken, but it's annoying. I think I have to go takes. It's just very annoying. Just because otherwise the bishop's probably going to hang and I can't defend it like this. If I go here, just damage the structure. I'm assuming we can still push. That was a really nice queen trade from my opponent, though, because things were getting a bit scary if the queens were on the board, but now it's just... Like, I'm taking a lot of space, but it's not really doing much for me. I think the light square bishop is pretty strong here, though. So if they could trade that off as well, I think I'd be quite an unhappy man. I think they have potentially manoeuvred themselves to being able to do so. Unless I go back to e2. Which I think I will do. I think I'm going to keep the light square bishop on the board. I didn't like the idea of dropping back. I didn't like that at all, actually. Didn't like that at all. Do like the idea of pushing. Just go check. Could also take, but then we have a nice lit pawn. I'll just push. I want to try and do okay on the clock this game, which is already sort of failing. Attack this knight. This feels reasonable. This knight is in hell. This knight is not going anywhere ever. Okay, let's just drop back now. That's probably quite a silly move. Let's just drop back. We control a lot of squares with the bishop. This knight is never going anywhere. So it's like, yeah, although they have 2 pieces, not really. We don't need to be the one to take. Yeah, I'm going to play king d2 just in case you push after I play c3. So I want to prepare c3. We've got to keep the bishop here, right? As long as we keep the bishop here, if they take, there's no threat here. Yeah, there's no threat. Like, their knight will never be able to jump to f3 to attack a weak pawn on g5 because my bishop guards. So their knight will forever be stuck there. It's just, yeah, it's horribly, horribly placed. Pre-move recapturing. Boom, boom, boom. Takes. Yeah, reduces our movement a lot. If I just slide over. Just because now if takes, I can maybe try run around. Mental position, though. I don't want to go too far away, allowing them to have D3. Yeah, maybe I should have just traded. Maybe I should have just traded. I'm not really sure. I don't know, gang. I don't know. Takes and takes would be like the most ideal situation in the world for me. Right, that would be the most ideal scenario, I think. Whoa. Yeah, like I said, there's no knight F3 ever. Here, here, here. Wow, they can maybe lure me away. I should have traded. They can maybe lure me away. Oh, no. Here is absolutely fine. It's absolutely fine because I just come up. Or, well, maybe I wouldn't come up because then maybe they have this, but... Oh, no, because our knight even defends. So we can go up. I thought maybe they could lure me away, but they can't. And yet, and still, if they trade off this knight, their other knight is going nowhere. This is a great position to have for white. It's a great position to have for white. Yeah, they're going to try and get this king active. So maybe I cut the king off. I can also literally just attack this, right? I can literally just start attacking this. Let's go here. Okay, defend. What if I now go here, though? Ah! Then what? How do you defend? Oh, you just take the pawn. Oops. Whoopsie. And then if I take, you can't take. Okay. Oops. Oops! Oops! Position collapsing. I'm throwing! I'm throwing! Oh my god, I looked at the chat! I was so distracted. I thought I was on cloud 9. And I thought there was never a chance in hell we lose that game. I thought there was never, ever, ever, ever a chance we lose that game. My word, how wrong was I? How wrong was I? Wow! Okay. Luckily I did that on purpose, right? Luckily that was all on purpose. Thankfully. You're right. Luckily all on purpose. All part of the plan. God, I suck. I'll play c5. Let's play aggressively. Let's play aggressively. Recapture. I'm a bit scared of, something like this. So taking feels okay. But then they sort of get this in the game for free. Here, 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 here. It's absolutely fine. Let's just develop. There's nothing in that. Yep, again, this is fine. We just trade off the dark squared bishops, probably. I'm assuming. We shall see, though. We shall see. Bom, 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 bom. I never play the Queen's Gambit Declined. It's an opening that scares me so much. Oh my god, I've almost just, kicked my camera off. There we go. We're back. Okay, queen is hit. We need to move the queen. Don't really fancy blocking my light square bishop. Obviously, these are all guarded. This is a very uncomfortable outpost. But we could always play knight e8 and probably be okay. Or we could like target the pawn chain, but I don't see much merit in that, in all honesty. I'm assuming knight d6 is my opponent's plan. But I will, of course, just play knight e8. And yeah, like, knight is a bit misplaced on e8, but the knight on d6 is so powerful. It's terrifying, right? It's terrifying. Okay, they just simply back away. Now we could probably kick you even further. Which feels logical. I need to put a hoodie on. It's absolutely freezing in my room for some reason. It's absolutely freezing. It's not even winter anymore, chat. What's happening? What's happening? When's summer gonna hit? We need summer. I do typically prefer winter, but when I'm ill like this, bring on summer. Bring on summer. Okay. Yes, knight reroutes. We should probably trade it, but I like my knight here because it's stopping anything from pushing. What's up, WSDM Gaming? How's it going, sir? So maybe I just move back. Though my knight is on a light square, and, you know, I kind of want my bishop on the light squares, so I'm going to trade. I'm going to trade. And then... Oh, my queen does need to move, doesn't it? My queen does seriously need to move. But I also need to move the knight. All my pieces are, like, just in the wrong place, you know? All of them, wrong place. Oh, like, everything is in the wrong place, actually. It's really annoying. We've got to move our queen out the way of this bishop so we can actually finally activate it and then put the rooks where we want to put the rooks. Like, this is painful, man. Okay, they've set up a battery. Fortunately, the bishop's in front, so it's not actually that much of a threat. Knight guards, anyway. Maybe we have e5. e5, knight here, bishop takes, and then e4, stopping the queen and bishop from connecting. That does really weaken d5, but our knight defends, presumably, and then, you know, we're castled. If I can trade off my opponent's developed pieces for mine which aren't developed yet, then I'll be much more developed than my opponent. My king's already safe, my rooks can fly in. Yeah, this feels okay, actually. We're going to go for it. We are going to go for it. Am I threatening this? No. It's not really a threat, is it? Because the bishop just goes back to h3. But then maybe I'm winning a pawn. Maybe. I saw that pretty quickly, so... Hopefully it does something for us, right? Hopefully. Yeah, like the bishop doesn't have any other square. Oh, wow, I just don't really need any other squares. But here. Here. Presumably is okay. Like, there's no way for you to block the check and guard the pawn. So we'll take. We're threatening to take again with check. This pawn, though, very weak. Like, not a fan. Ugh. Brother, leave me alone. Oh, God, that's horrid. Here. The G file's open. I'm going to get absolutely mauled. Oh, do I have to go back this way? It's not the worst thing in the world if I have to come back this way, but rather go this way. You know, it's not so easy. I guess I could take this first, actually. Let's deal with the knight after. We can trade the queens off the board. Okay, they don't want to. They don't want to, which is understandable. Do I have any more checks? Yes. Are they any good? Presumably not. Like this, we lose a knight. So check. Just like, yeah. We'll give a check. Like, all this is blocks. So you got to pick a dark square to go to, or block. But, you know, then you lose a piece. And now, it's such a shame we can't get our knight on this square. I guess now we do have knight here. Hang on, this is actually really nice. I perfectly maneuvered my queen there, of course. Huh. It's very weak now. Everything is very weak. But, check. Threatening check. Hopefully they go over. No. It's not doing much for us. Hopefully they block like this, then I could take. Oh no, because then you could take. So I'd have to take, actually. But then maybe you have rook back down. This position's too complicated for my tiny little head. You know? Too complicated. I want to play here so badly. But, like, this is annoying. Because then my queen is hit, my knight is hit. And I can't defend both. I'd have no squares to defend both. So presumably I gotta just move the knight, but there's no desirable square. So maybe I do just attack this, but oh no, because then you take. What am I talking about? God, am I gonna have to go back here? Horrid move. Horrid move, because if I go back here, maybe even have this. No, you don't have that. I'm gonna play knight b8. Guys, I'm not proud of it, okay? It's a horribly passive move. I hate it just as much as you guys. The pawn on e4 is dead. I don't like it, alright? So don't attack me. But knight c6 feels reasonable. After a move like queen takes, knight c6. I don't know what. I just hate the position. Just absolutely hate the position. Though I guess, actually, if you took... I have this, and actually you can go here, and... It's like, uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm in danger. I need to activate my rooks. So, if you take... if only I had queen e8, rook e8, sorry. Yeah, knight c6, then just, start developing the rooks. Just, even if we got to trade some off, just develop, please. Oh, you mother trucker. I don't think that's a problem. I don't think that's a problem just yet. Now it's a big problem. Now we have a monstrous size problem on our hands. An absolute huge problem. But if I go here, check. Oh no, this is all bad. This is all bad. Even if I go here, this is checkmate. Oh my god. What does one do in this situation? Is there a way to trade off the queens? No. No, there is not. No shot, we're actually mated. I will strangle myself. Ah! What have I done? Okay. Oh my god, I don't think we've got anything. I actually don't think we've got anything. Oh, like push, you go here. Push, you just take. I go here. It's still mate, the pawn got... Wow. Pawn on g5 to the rescue. Oh my god. It's just gorgeous, isn't it? It's so gorgeous. Oh my god. Wow. Stunning. Queen h4 is such a beautiful move, man. Such a beautiful move. Like, we can offer him a queen trade, but it just doesn't work. Just doesn't work. Yeah, queen b4 doesn't work, I don't think. So if I go queen b4, they just ignore it, right? They just ignore it and just carry on. I think. Yeah, they just give... Oh no, this check then doesn't work. So maybe I can offer a queen trade. Oh no, because they have bishop all the way back. That is stunning. That is stunning. Wow. Queen b4, there's bishop e4. I think we can just resign. Wow. Well, I mean, this is what I calculated. I calculate this. And then bishop here. Yeah, that is beautiful. King g8. Wow. Engine wanted. What did the engine want? Rook d8. Hang on, it's not loading. Come on, analysis. Yeah, and then it's... If they go check, I run for my life, but it's still just so... Oh, it actually wants this. Because if I take g6... Oh my god, and if I were to take this pawn, there's queen h5 check. I come over. Rook f5. Oh my god, yeah, and then no matter what, there's queen f7, mate. Blech. Disgusting. What a beautiful game. From my opponent, obviously. That was... Queen h4 was beautiful, man. Beautiful, beautiful move. Can't believe I let that happen. Idiot! Okay, we get a Scotch. They just trade everything. They do d6. Wow. Wow. I could write a book about this opening. I love the Scotch more than anything. Queen f6. I don't want to trade queens. You know, I don't want to trade queens at all. Here, here. Nope. Yeah, queen f6. I really don't see how a queen trade could possibly benefit us. So I think I'll just drop back. And, you know, I'll look to develop long castle. Maybe then push. This is my plan. This is my genius plan of action. What is the knight doing over there? I'm going to still just long castle. Here, here. Annoyingly doesn't work. Maybe I go f4 and then e5. That could be very fun. What are we doing here, sir? Here, 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 here. With check. Here, here. Such an annoying move. Here. No, I think I should drop back to d2, because then our light square bishop can develop, right? I'm assuming you just take. I'm assuming. And then, yeah, I think I want to develop my light square bishop. Presumably to d3, just because, like, if this opens up, could be scary. You know, if I swing over here, I would hang a queen. What is going through my head to think queen h3 is an acceptable move? The idea would be, like, when I push the pawn, I attack the queen and threaten this, but, you know, it's not a threat if my queen is assassinated. You know what I mean? It's not a threat. Kind of like f4. Yeah, I quite like f4. I want to push pawns. I want to push pawns. Oh my god. Oh. Monster stretch. Hello, bishop. So I could drop back. And then takes, I hang a pawn. So, presumably that's not a good idea. So, wait, takes... Knight takes? That could be worth exploring. But also, like, I just like e5 as well. Because, like, we guard this whole diagonal. Then e5, you come here. And then what do I have? Here, here. Yeah, I'm just not seeing it. Maybe I just move the rook over. Let's just go rookie one. There's no need to do anything mental, is there? There's no need to do anything mental. Okay, my opponent castles. Presumably, I can just keep expanding pawns. Hopefully. Like, let's force you back. If you go back here, you're mental. Yeah, okay. Do we have this? I think we have this. And then this. And yeah, like, it's getting maybe quite scary. Maybe. Maybe. They're actually threatening, like, takes, not takes. What am I talking about? My rooks are connected. I think I'm going to push my e-pawn. Maybe looking to get in here, though you could just push. That was stupid. But I don't know. Maybe then I just hang my queen. That'd be a potentially interesting idea. Yeah, not smart, Max. Not smart. Well, let's continue our push. This is not my proudest moment. Show how glad I am that there's currently only 4 people. Oh no, it's just gone up to 7. You know, this is where it's good when there's not many people in chat. Because not many people are about to see me hurl myself out the window. Which is very reassuring. You know? Oh my god. What is happening? Okay. We need caffeine. We need caffeine. If in doubt, have some caffeine. Let's play a Caricon. Let's play a nice slow game. Where everything's gonna be okay. If they play an alien gambit against me, I'm gonna lose it. Okay, we get Botvinnik goals. Okay. This is my happy place. You know? This is my happy place. My word! That last game was so bad. That last game was genuinely so bad. Is it Queen B6? What's the move? Is it Queen B6? Or is it A6? A6, bishop just takes. Then B takes, and we've got a horrible pawn structure, but maybe that's okay. Maybe I go A6. Let's do that instead. Let's do that instead. Okay, they do take, and yeah, we got this horrible structure, but they take anyway. Here and here, maybe. Annoying, but what can you do? There's no way I don't play B4, yeah. Let's go here. But like, even like takes and takes, like, is it even any good? Oh no, man. Oh no. I'll take, just in case they some reason took the A pawn. That would be very, very funny. I mean, this would not be good. You know, it's a cool idea, but it's not a good idea. Let's just develop. Let's just develop normally. I think now there's not a pawn on D4 to win. We actually drop back, I want to say. I want to say that's right. Though I'm not entirely sure. Maybe this just wasn't right. Maybe this just wasn't right. I try and break the pin. We'll hit this. Okay. Threaten the bishop. Let's just get castle. Let's try and get safe, I think. Let's try and get safe. See, now it would have been fascinating to go for this. Because now we'd win 2 rooks for a queen and a pawn. I mean, 2 rooks and a pawn for a queen. Right, but now we're going to be too slow. Huh? Here? Right, threatening this and the queen. So here, the queen's going to come defend. And go in here, maybe? I don't know. Let's go here, hit the queen, threatening this fork. Am I missing something? Probably. That tends to happen quite a lot. That tends to happen quite a lot. Queen here or here? Presumably here to hit my knight, forcing me here. And if you go here, I don't have to do anything, because if you took, I'd take. Yeah, let's go here. If you go here, I just ignore you for a second. Probably move my queen, so I free up c7 for my knight. Oh wow, they don't even want to take. They don't even care. What a gangster. What a gangster. I feel like F6 like needs to be played. And now we can do it without them taking and hitting my queen, right? But if here, then take. Yeah, so now we can presumably go here, and here I would move my queen. We hit the rook. So, you know, they probably think I'm going to tunnel vision on the rook and hang my queen, but no! Not today. Okay, they don't even care. They don't even care. I respect that so much. Queen e7. Let's have a stare off with the king. Let's have a stare off. Okay. That was a very short-lived stare off. What does one play? Play ball. Maybe here and here, but I don't see what that does for us. I don't see what good that could possibly do. Maybe I double stack. Maybe I hit a double stack of Rooney. Again, I don't know how good that is for me. I just don't know how good that is for me. I'm throwing cables around. Because I feel like we want some presence here. Push, here, here. But if I push and you push, then I push. And we're super strong on the light squares, which means nothing. But maybe it's okay. Because maybe you take and we just trade everything off like this. And then I'd feel pretty good about an open F-file, which I'm dominating. But I'm assuming these trades don't happen, you know? That is my assumption. That is my assumption. Bom, 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 bom. Whoa, I mean, we are actually trading. Whoa. Okay. Do we have any cool tactics? Like takes. There's a check there. It's not doing anything for me, though. You know, it's not doing anything for me. Here. Oh, wait. Check. Put you in the corner. Then take. Hello. Hello. Are we cooking up a storm? Are we cooking up a storm here, potentially? Is it getting a little stormy out there? Or is it just me? Oh, hello. That kind of just scared the life out of me. I'm assuming we can still take this pawn. I'm assuming. Right? God, this is so scary. Okay, we win our pawn back, though. What are you doing over here? What are you doing? Can I take? Check. Oh, it's so scary. I think we can take. Like, as long as the king can get to h8. Yeah, we can take. We have checks. Like, we're fine. Okay, take a pawn. Takes. Yeah, they are. It's annoying. It's very annoying. We may have to go for this. Because like, if I jump up here, you just have take. Oh no, you don't have takes check because I got this. And then maybe I'm threatening this. Let's go here, threaten this. God. What's up, Mohammed? How's it going, my man? How's it going, sir? Annoying. I just slide over though, right? You know, like a little worm, I just slide over. Whoa. You've just stopped your queen from defending this. That might be mate, you know. Where can the king go? What? Oh, you take. But then I have this, right? I mean, I'm hoping this makes logical sense. Like, I think we have a few different ways to mate. Here, or here. Oh, sorry, here. Or here, and here. What do you guys think looks cleaner? What do you guys think? Kind of like queen takes. Think it looks cool. I like queen takes because it, or rook takes actually is just mate, right? That's certainly much cleaner. That was a pretty nice little sacrifice there. I'm good. I'm glad to hear it, Mohammed, sir. I'm very glad to hear it. Let's go e4. A Sicilian. Come on, give me a Mora. Give me a Smith Mora, baby. Beautiful. Bishop c4. Bishop c4. Smith Mora is like the most fun attacking game that you'll ever play in your life. Like, even with this move e6, like, sort of negating this, like, we have, like, e5 and then, like, wriggle this. Okay, I've never seen this before. That can't be a good move. Right? Pawn recaptures, I take. I'm just threatening this. Oh, no, I'm not actually because of this knight. I thought we had this, winning the queen, but we don't. Of course we don't. What if I just castle? Presumably that's fine. Presumably. Damn it, man. Yeah, I thought we had some absolute carnage. It's just castle. I really don't want queens off the board, though. But we have won our pawn back, right? We have won our pawn back. Boom, 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 boom. Maybe instead of castles, I should have played like queen b3. But then they just take, right? So I think castling was fine, but wish we had a way to remove this knight and this bishop now. It's kind of frustrating, actually. Maybe here, castles. Here. No, then you take. What about here? Here. Here, here, here. There's just nothing in it, is there? There's just nothing in that. I don't know where is best to position my pieces right now. That's sort of my conundrum. Let's go rook e1. It feels logical, right? It feels logical to target this. Should try the new Magnus G4 start. Been playing it a lot lately, and it seems no one has studied it. Yeah, best move after G4 is F3. Okay, trust me on that one. That is of course a joke. Please don't do that. But yeah, I mean, Magnus can just get away with doing whatever he wants, can't he? I am not that guy, pal. You know, I am not that guy. I quite like the idea of like coming back with the bishop. But, you know, it's so annoying. So annoying. But I might come back. Offering a queen trade. They accept. Typically in the Mora you want your rooks on C and D anyway, but that's because there's normally an E-pawn here somewhere. Here, here, here. I feel like I'm just getting hit with tempo after tempo there. That's horrible. I was thinking maybe we have like king h1, takes, rook over here, but they just have this, or even knight h5. So we can't defend. It's very uncomfortable. Super uncomfortable. Obviously can't move it. Damn it. Well, let's just develop. Right? Maybe I could target their bishop, but it is defended, so there's no real threat there. Here, here, here. Yeah, there's nothing in that. It's just develop. Like, we're going to have to double the f-pawns, I think. No matter what we do there, even if, like, rook d3. Just knight b4, rook e3, bishop c5. Super uncomfortable, but it's all going to work out just fine. Lift. Potentially the only move. Tough position. Tough position. I think, yeah, we will struggle to, yeah, I don't know. Struggle to get a result this game. I feel like we're playing not to lose now with these double pawns. Feels like we're playing not to lose. So they offer me a rook trade. I don't think I can really accept that, unfortunately. So I'm going to just play rook c1. Kind of looking at like knight e4 and takes or something along those lines. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I'm going to try and undouble stack my pawns potentially. I don't know. I don't know. Try and go for this. Oh, I got something in my eye. My word. Naturally, they don't want to trade. Here? No. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze. Ah! Here? Just threatening to win a pawn, maybe? Here? What could they play? What could throw a real spanner in the works? Initially, I thought this, but I'd rook trade first and then take, and take, so that doesn't work. Let's play rook c7. Why not? I don't hate it. I don't hate it. I'm so excited for the F1 tomorrow, guys. So it's 7 AM UK time. Pretty wild, but what can you do? Okay, we should be good to just pick this up. Right, we should be good to just pick this up. This knight moves. Snap that up. If you were to ever take here, snap that up with check. Boom. Don't know. I just don't know, guys. I just don't know. I need to record a couple YouTube videos after the stream, so we may have to end it pretty soon. Just because I need some videos for tomorrow and Sunday. I think I'm going to be playing a 4-player chess game. That's kind of what I started my channel on back in the day. That's a blunder. That's a blunder. Right? Let's snap that up. Oh, they just resigned. Yeah, okay. Mayhem in the Mora. I want to go back just because I was a little bit stumped by the idea of d5 here. Yeah, okay, the engine absolutely hates it. Because, yeah, I'd never seen this move d5 before. And so I just assumed... Does it want bishop takes? It sort of goes back and forth, but knight takes it does actually prefer. Maybe because I can combine with the bishop on c7 at some stage. Knight ge7. Oh, I actually want queen e2. Bishop e6. Knight e3. Okay, well, yeah, we don't really need to delve too deep into that. Yeah, just never seen d5 before. Just never seen it. Let's go here. Elephant gambit. I think I meant to take, and then... Is it d4? But then what do I do about en passant, actually? Am I thinking of a different gambit? Am I thinking of a different gambit? They've offered me a draw. They've offered me a draw. Does that mean they have to go? I don't know. In the spirit of them maybe having to leave for an emergency, I'm going to accept. But, I don't know. Would you guys have accepted that? I don't know. Typically when people offer me draws when the position's obviously completely equal, like, I just accept because I'm assuming they have to go. Because that has happened a few times. Yeah, I thought, like, yeah, I thought d4 was a move. 1%. Bishop takes. Okay, well, yeah, I've accepted a draw anyway. Magnus Carlsen watched me play chess. Ronaldo, 1-2-3. I don't believe you for some reason. You know, I'm not quite buying it. Not quite buying it. Respect it, though. I respect it, sir. I want to start playing the Vienna. That's what I want. That's what I want. I don't actually think I have to play h6, but I'm going to. And I think I will most probably long castle. Can you sack this? No. No, you cannot. Maybe I mirror exactly what's just happened. Because if I drop back, they actually can't push this pawn anymore. So we'll leave the tension lingering like a bad smell. Now I feel the need to take. And then get long castled, which I assume my opponent is going to do as well. I actually love the idea of jumping this in first, though. Oh my god. Threatening this. So, if you drop back to defend. Yeah, annoying. I thought maybe if you went here, I'd have this as well. So it's a tricky move, but you just have Queen D1. But then I guess you can't long castle, so we sort of nip that in the bud a little bit. But yeah, knight e4, tricky move. But just hang the pawn, is that? I mean, fair enough. Maybe I'm missing something. Okay. Now do I just go back? Here, I go here. Okay, no. Okay, wow. Okay, we just win a pawn. Nice. Here and here, maybe? Why not? Let's go for this. Now the queen's not dominating this diagonal. Got such an itchy nose, guys. I do apologise for my constant coughing, which is probably getting super annoying. Yeah, I'd like to jump in just... Oh, yeah, especially now this knight has moved. Maybe jump in here. Or take. Or just lift. Here. Don't know. Oh, don't know. I'm torn between this, and just taking. Here, can I just be hit pretty easily and just be sent back anyway, so maybe that's a bit pointless. I like the idea of developing and trading off. I don't know. Maybe Gotham Chess guessed the ELO. I'd love to make a guess the ELO soon. Here, this is not a threat, because, well, one I'd just taken, two I could block. So, uncomfortable pin, but not really an issue. Let's take. Not trying to hang a knight. This is very weak, so if a rook comes over... Well, I don't really know, because I'd quite like to come up here, but it doesn't do anything for me. Maybe I'd have to play rook f8. Really don't want to, though. You know, I just really don't want to play that. No, I think I have to go rook h7, actually. Just because rook f8, you just simply double stack. Yeah, rook h7. Otherwise, we wouldn't have the squares to defend. Okay. I come up here. Not gonna do that. That feels a bit mental. Let's just take. Then yeah, I'm going to play rook f8 and maybe f5 unless they reinforce. If they reinforce, then I won't, because obviously we just lose an exchange. But If they don't reinforce this F file, I'm going to try and clamp down on it as hard as possible. But I'm assuming... Oh, wow. I didn't think that was going to happen. I wonder if I'm able to play here, 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 here. And I think this hangs. Oh, God. Got like the world's itchiest nose. It's so annoying. Well, maybe I can just like target this pawn. It's like here, 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 here. Yeah. Like, 'cause I don't see how we defend the f-pawn anymore. Because they will just bring everything to attack it. Let's go here. If you go here, though, this I hadn't really considered, but I'm assuming I just have like some checks and I can make my opponent super uncomfortable, hopefully. I don't know. Oh. Oh my god. What a beautiful move. What a beautiful move. God damn, what a move. Wow. Okay. Okay, game on. Wow. That is stunning, isn't it? Wow. That is absolutely stunning. That was a beautiful move. Bishop e6 was so nice. Oh, I completely missed that. Completely missed that. That was gorgeous. What a nice find. What a nice find. I mean, and now they've just hung their queen. What? I mean, they just found like one of the most beautiful moves ever. I mean, obviously, that's so hyperbolic, but wow. Wow. The engine actually wants queen takes. They find this, right? Then like rook takes, f takes, and we go into this endgame where two rooks for the queen and then a bishop for the rook. So I guess same idea. But I don't do that. I go here, and this is obviously horrible. And then they hang their queen? What? Okay. Well, good game to my opponent. What the hell, though? What the hell? I'm actually a bit taken back, to be honest with you guys. That was mental. A Retty Gambit. I'm going to play like this Caro Khan setup sort of thing. Now it's sort of just turned into a Slav, which I'm quite happy playing. Like, I quite enjoy the Slav. Should probably drop the bishop back here anyway. Maybe I should be playing for c5 now, though. Yeah, so drop back. Maybe I should play for c5 earlier. I don't know. I have to look at that. God, that last game was mental, though. I tell you what, that is bloody nice. That's how every British person ever speaks. Including myself. That is bloody nice. It's annoying. That is so annoying. Open the F file, chase some serious imbalance, or just be normal. Oh, let's take here because I don't want to weaken e6. I'm actually going to play b6 and try and okay. Let's take and then go for e5. Oh no, rook e8 first, prepare e5 as best as we can. But yeah, I need the position to open up a lot. Right, like I really need this to open up. Because otherwise my dark square bishop, it's not doing a whole lot, is it? Let's be honest. It would not be doing a whole lot. Okay. Game on. I think I'd take with a rook. Or maybe I'd just ignore you. No, that'd be a horrible idea, right? I mean, as cool as the sacrifice would... Oh my god, wait. Here, 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 here. Check. You come back. There's nothing in that, obviously. There's far too much material to give up, but it was a fun idea. It was a fun idea. Bum 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 bum. Oh, this might be the last game of the stream. I need some cough syrup, and then I gotta record some videos. I think I might just take. I guess you could take there. No. My logic being, I want to open up the queen. So I think that makes logical sense. You know? That's a mental idea. I'm going to play here. Threatening both of these, actually. God damn. God damn. Hmm. Here. 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 Yeah, maybe we've got to come all the way back. Just doesn't feel that fun, though, does it? It doesn't feel very fun. Back from my meeting, just watched that video. Your analysis was very different to mine. Yeah, I gotta jazz it up for YouTube, you know? Gotta jazz it up. Such a fun game though, man. It was such a fun game. I'm struggling to even like concentrate on what the hell's going on. Oh. I mean, F5 is not what I want to do, but it may have to be done. It may have to be done at some stage. Do I get my queen out first? No. I'll play F5. Then I need to move my queen, right? Because you are threatening F3 currently. Let's go here. G3 was a blunder? How was G3 a blunder? What the hell? What did I miss? Oh, what have I missed, man? What did I miss? Is there like something in taking here or just something mental? And then here, here, here. Oh, wait, maybe it actually was. And then there's like this. Wait, could I take here? Because if you take, I take. Hitting the rook, hitting the bishop. No, surely not. Surely I'm overthinking it. That'd be nuts. Here. 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 Nope. You have to move the knight. And then presumably rook trade. Which I don't really want to do. They are sort of negating their bishop. But yeah, presumably a rook trade. Who knows? Who knows? Doubly stackling. God damn. God damn. I think I got to take, but maybe I take and play like King F7. Think, Max, you moron. Takes. Rook takes. I think, well, realistically, we have to take or move the rook, right? Or defend the rook again. I'm just scared of this. You know? I don't want to take too many squares away from my knight. Can I go here? I would assume so. I play. Oh God, it's so scary to play a move like King F7 though. Hi, I'm new on your channel. What's up, Satu? How's it going, my man? Hope you're well, sir. Oh, I hope you're well. Okay, knight is hit. Drop back. And then, yeah, I like the idea of putting the rook on the H file. And also, like, this pawn is super weak now. And if you push, takes, or something, I don't know. Damn it. Nice move. Is it a nice move, though, actually? Here, hitting the rook and the queen, so you're going to take. Then I take with check. I don't really think there's anything in that. I don't think there's anything in that. Oh. Can I push? Can I push? I'm unsure. I really want my rook on h8 and then maybe just start expanding or something. I'm a bit unsure. Another meeting, good luck. Thank you, Sneak. I hope your meeting goes well, sir. Luke Padfield. Wow, what a throwback. Hello, sir. Get well soon, Max. Thank you very much, sir. It's very kind. It's very kind. God, that's a real OG right there. That's a real OG. I think we can likely push. There's a lot of pressure here, but I feel as though we are prepared to meet it. I would have to assume. I think they'll struggle to take with the bishop here just because... And I'm so active, right? Have this beautiful outpost now with check. Which is kind of irresistible, I'm not going to lie. It's kind of irresistible, especially if they take, because now the pawns are much more solid, I feel as though. It's very tricky for them to break through. And I have some checks in behind, but maybe I want to position myself on the light squares first before I start giving checks. Just so my queen is ready to jump in, you know? I don't know, I'm going to position myself on the light squares. If you push, and of course I could just take. Huh. They should go all the way back. But do we not just have this check? Okay, so check. You would be forced, well, here or here. But I wouldn't be too worried about you coming this way. Let's say rook h1, you go here. I give this check. Of course, all of this is blocked off. So you'd have to come over. Just don't think we have the pressure that we need right there. Check first, you come over. You are sort of escaping, aren't you, annoyingly? Thank you, Alexander Wellington. That's very kind, sir. What a wonderful name you have as well. That is, like, arguably the greatest name I've ever heard. I probably need to reroute, right? Probably. Or put some pressure here. Okay, they just simply move, which feels reasonable. Let's go here. Where's the brew? Unfortunately, I actually drank the brew within like 10 minutes of the stream starting. So unfortunately I am now without a brew. It's dark times. Oh, damn, I'm low on time. I'm very low on time, actually. Maybe this is serviceable. Just trying to play quickly now, which I know will not end well, but 52 seconds. My great-great-great-grandfather defeated Napoleon on the Battle of Waterloo. You know, I'm going to assume that isn't true, but just on the off chance that is, that's like the coolest thing I've ever heard. Okay. Did you know Napoleon used to play the Scotch opening? Like, Napoleon actually used to love chess. Just as a little fun fact for you guys. I've not calculated any of this. Uh, mm, we're winning a pawn. Well, we're not guaranteed to win a pawn, but please just go in the corner. Give me this. Or, yeah, no. Of course they don't give me that. They are pushing. I'm scared. I am like really bad at managing my clock. But I think if I had more time, I should have just played here. If I had more time, I would be doing a lot better. Oh, I misclicked. I meant to go to E3. Oh my god, they didn't even take it. What? What just happened? That is insanity. Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh. Wow. I misclicked, completely hanging my rook. Then they hung their rook. That was mental. It's not true, but it would be cool. That would be very cool. Oh my god. Couldn't you have pinned their bishop before pushing with your pawn? Honestly, I'm most probably, sir. I was like so scared. What was the question? Couldn't you have pinned their bishop before pushing with your pawn? Yeah, man, great find. Wait, but the engine doesn't really like it, I don't think. Hang on, let me... Does the engine like it? King b2. I mean, who knows? They might not have found any of this. Then it wants rook d1. I mean, it's a really fascinating line. And it wants bishop f4. d2. King a3. Come in for the bishop. Super fun line. I mean, I cannot believe the events in which have just transpired. I mean, I had a really pleasant position anyway. Oh, it's completely drawn here, actually. My advantage is if I go rook f1, so presumably I need to just linger in the back, right? Maybe just stop push. Oh my god. What is that? What is that? God damn. That's hilarious. Okay, I think I'll play one more on stream potentially, and then I really need to... I got to record some videos. But yeah, let's go for this. D4, Philidor, exchange Philidor. This makes me very happy. I believe this is the Larson variation, similar to just a Nimzo early on. I have played against this before. What am I meant to play? Maybe I just continue my development, right? I think. I'm not actually inherently sure though. I mean, this could go very wrong, like bishop d3, just hang a knight. I think the bishop wants to be on c4. Here comes the knight. Can I just castle? Maybe. They castle as well, rook e1. What a fun game that last one was. Super fun game. I think we want to trade off that dark squared bishop when we can. I will trade this off. And then like queen d2 and just look to trade that off, I think. Okay, well, they sort of do it for us. But we do have quite an uncomfortable structure. Okay, very active here. Here, like the light square bishop is getting in. They are threatening this. So maybe I just simply attack the knight. Oh, I've got such an itchy nose, guys. This is it's really horrible, actually. Yeah, attack the knight, 'cause then we open up the rook to defend the pawn. Knight jumps forwards. If I push... There's no taking here because of our bishop, so let's play quickly and hope that they hang this. God damn. Let's hope. What did you study in college? So I actually went to sixth form after secondary school, and I did biology, psychology, and business studies at A levels. That is assuming you are English and sort of know what that is. I don't know what the American equivalent really is. Like I don't even know what high school is in America. Is high school like the equivalent to secondary school, I'm assuming? Over here in the UK, I don't know. I've always struggled with that. 95. Mm, maybe just like Queen D2. Just like slow play for a bit. Let me see an issue with this. Is there like... Oh my god, are they threatening this? Wow, I might have to trade actually. Here. Oh no, there's nothing in that. Wait, hang on. Maybe it's like... Let's say I went Queen D2 like I want. Here. Why can't I ever draw arrows? Here. This is like a monstrous threat. But... I think, hypothetically, I would just have Queen up. I think. I'm not sure. I don't understand what I should be playing. I am assuming that this bishop sacrifice doesn't work, so Queen F4. Oh, okay, they weren't even playing for it, and I was just terrified for no reason. This is quite scary, but perhaps not something we need to really worry about. But I don't really see the need for me to be the one to induce the trade there. How would Mikhail Tau play? Mikhail Tau would lift a rook and go absolutely destroy someone. What about here? No, just then here. Maybe rook b1? Or just rook d1? I'm going to play rook d1. Don't know. Americans don't even use the metric system except in schools where they use 9mm. Oh, brother. Oh, brother. Okay, so I do now take... What was my logic? I was going to take... Oh, but I can't take, can I? Then there's this. Huh. I take here first. Take the knight and then take. Presumably, you take. I take. You take. Very scary position. I'm terrified. And then take. I'm assuming this is fine. Though I am, like, absolutely terrified. I would just like to offer a queen trade, like, ASAP. And just be up a piece. Oh, maybe I could have gone here. Maybe that was a bit more forcing. Please trade queens with me. They do not want to trade queens with me, which is completely understandable, of course. I will now lift my rook. Very weak. Could even come in behind, potentially. Pause. What the hell is that sentence? Yeah, I quite like this. Just because I don't see how you defend this. Don't know. Hello, rook. Takes, queen takes. I'm assuming is okay, just to get some more material off the board, and then just like king g2, I'd assume. Yeah, king d2, I'm assuming is okay. This pawn's quite weak, which we should probably stay on the lookout for. Fortunately, they can't reinforce it. Yeah, maybe just queen takes. Right? Don't see an issue. Okay, queens are off the board. This still can't be pushed. Let's go here to attack this. If you defend like this... Okay, yeah, beautiful. 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 Not scared of this push as of yet. I'll just play f3, and if you push again... And I can always sack a bishop for whatever. I mean, I can just take this now, actually. Beautiful. Beautiful. And then, like, I don't know, bring the bishop round here or something. Here. Yeah, I mean, this is just... It's all over now. You know, it's all over now. Yeah, I'm gonna push these pawns together, I think. And just, yeah, sort of make you decide which way to go. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now we just don't stalemate. But fortunately, there are pawn moves to be made. Go check. Easiest way to win this would be to just go make another queen. Don't overthink it. Beautiful. Right, we will analyse this game, and then I will hop off the stream. There's stalemate tricks? No. I thought maybe there was some stalemate tricks, but I don't see them. King will always have squares. For a second I thought this white pawn was like a double agent. Cool. Yeah, don't stalemate, Max. Let's go here. And then here. Cutting all this off. And beautiful. Okay, let's actually jump into game review this time. Instead of just pressing the analysis button, because yeah, there's a lot to unpack from this. A lot to unpack. Played at 94 accuracy, so we actually played okay. Not that, you know, game review is a pretty reliable metric, but for 51 moves, we will certainly take that. We'll certainly take that. Played a great game. In the exchange, Philidor. Bishop g7, bishop c4. Okay, I actually want bishop e3 more, but that's okay. Not going to be overly pedantic here. Again, knight takes c6. Knight takes c6, bishop e3. Takes, drop back. Yeah, here. Queen d2 is the best move, which is very reassuring. Because you had me like seriously panicking, Sneak. But I think what I had said was like here and here, which is obviously completely wrong. Fortunately, I worked out that that would be horrible for me. Fortunately, but Queen d2, and I guess the idea is if you go here, I take the knight first, which I did. But there's also f4, which I didn't even see. I didn't even see f4. Wow, and then once bishop takes g2, queen takes. This is under serious pressure. But yeah, queen takes f4. Rook e3. Queen f6. Rook f1. God, it just looks so scary, doesn't it, with this knight being pinned. Queen e7 maybe. And then it wants me to swing on over here and start an attack this way. It's beautiful. Didn't see f4 at all. But yeah, we've got bishop takes, queen e3, just offering a queen trade because I'm a coward. Takes, lift the king, takes. And yeah, we just like picked up every pawn imaginable. And then yeah, just push the pawns together. It's fascinating, man. I want to see the line with bishop e3 here instead, like in terms of development. It does make sense, right? Knight c6, let's say. Where does this bishop want to be? I want queen d2 first, which makes sense. Trying to deal with this because it is quite an annoying piece. It's quite annoying. Yeah, probably knight f6. Where's my bishop want to go? That's what I want to know. I'd love to long castle. Is this a move? Oh, such a fun move. Long castling is just so much fun. I think those are the games I have the most fun in. Then surely bishop h6. I want f3 actually. This is still fine. Like if you were to take, that would not be good, right? Surely. Got knight g4 here, maybe. Oh my god, then it wants knight takes, because if this, I take the queen. And then just h3. Fun. Well, guys, we are going to end the stream. Thank you to everyone that tuned in. If you wouldn't mind smashing a like and subscribing if you're new, I'd greatly appreciate it. Yeah, I missed bishop takes d5 first. Clever in between me. Yeah, me too, man, when I was first calculating. I was just an idiot, and I was just going to hang a queen fork. Fortunately, I worked it out as it was happening, though. I find it so much easier to visualize once the moves are being played out, if that makes sense. Even at 1800 Mrs. Tactics, Tic Tacs, I'm trying to be like you, man. But yeah, I appreciate you guys tuning in. Be live again tomorrow, similar sort of time, presumably. It's the weekend. Yeah, we'll see. But guys, I love you and leave you. Thank you for tuning in. Like, subscribe. See you in the next one. Goodbye.